You mentioned that this is a small bank called the California Business Bank.
Correct. And
located in downtown LA.
Right. And one of the most recent things here that's been done, and they finally, in this very poor economy we have now, are reaching out to small business, which is the engine that drives jobs. And our bank is now going to take advantage of the new $5 million limit on SBA loans to small businesses to allow them to grow and prosper and provide those jobs. The restaurant industry alone is the largest private employer. 13 million people working in the restaurant business. If we can grow and add another 10%, that's 1.3 million jobs we can create in this tough environment. So hopefully we'll be a part of that resurgence. Hopefully this economy will turn around shortly, and you'll see that growth start to take place again. Because the single most important thing in anybody's life is a job. A good job they enjoy, like getting up in the morning, getting dressed, and heading out that door to enjoy their day at work. And if not, find one you do, because that's the joy of life. I found mine. Hopefully you all find yours.
During these tough times, do you have a word of advice for Professor Ken Miura of the School of Cinematic Arts at USC regarding a startup company?
Wonderful place at USC in that school. A fellow by the name of Dr. Sample came along and has made USC, it has risen dramatically academically and otherwise among the institutions of the world. And albeit for me as a fry cook just kind of wandering through life to try and give advice to somebody as distinguished as the fellow you just mentioned, or the school from which he emanates. I just say I hope he enjoys it. I hope he enjoys every day of it. Life is far too short, and you should be in a position where you put yourself in a position where you can do that. And if you have the opportunity to have a great life. There is one other thing in life. That's the one thing I wish for my kids, my family, friends, and that is great romance. So hopefully you've found that partner in life that inspires you to have that great romance. And if you have something else that's absolutely wonderful.
So, in other words, unconditional love with that significant other.
I was very fortunate to meet Susan some nearly 30 years ago, and I told her then we had a great romance, and I tell her that today. And so,
wow.
I think that's probably the greatest thing you can have in life, is to have somebody like that you share everything with.
This is quite a bit of an inspiring element in your life, correct? The romance.
Oh, we all think about romance when we're teenagers growing up.
Mm-hmm.
The girls always get to it a couple years before the guys, and you go to romantic movies and read romantic novels, and finally one day you're thinking about who is that person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And where's that picket fence? Is it the country, or is it the shore? Is it the city? And life's okay. Life was just terrific, but then I met Susan, and all of those things you dream about, and all of those things you think about, they really can come true, and you really can have those. And that's the greatest thing in terms of my life, is the great romance I have with my wife.
So you would agree with the saying that behind every successful man is a woman? But I wouldn't say behind, but next to every successful man.
I put the saying this way, that the most successful man has a partner that he's learned early on in every conversation to get the last two words with, and they're "yes, dear." and she is, that woman.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Biff Naylor, for your time and for this interview. And we'll close here with what you shared about romance, the secret to success.
Well, thank you very much, and appreciate the opportunity to give this interview, and I wish you great success with your project.
Thank you very much.